Back at it. DeMarcus in the house.
Peace. I'm Khalif, Middle Child Podcast.
Yes, sir.
Um, Hope y'all doing good. We doing all right.
Yeah.
So,
Man, we gonna hop right into it, man.
what's the deal?
Are we worthy of friendship, brother? You know what I'm saying? How do you become worthy of friendship? You know, in a world like this, in a society this way, are we worthy of friendship? I'm sure most of us will say yes, but are we worthy of friendship? That's a good question. Where did the question even come from? What is friendship? What is us? No, real talk though, but we have to ask ourselves, are we worthy of friendship? Do we possess the self-love that it takes? Do we possess uh the mentality that we should have? Are we worthy of a relationship? Our neighborhoods are jacked up. Our lives are jacked up. Our wives are nah, but for real, it's a simple question to ask, but also if you think about it, most of us are not worthy of friendship. Most of us, um, we're not friends with ourselves. For a long time, I used to even be friends with myself, you know, and I'm a truck driver, so I would be on the road a lot. And while I'm on the road, me being alone, even though I'm making money, even though I'm driving safe and I'm making things happen, I felt so lonely. I felt so cold. I felt so sad. But it was because I wasn't a friend to myself. I thought I was. Yeah.
That part.
Yeah, I thought I was a friend to myself.
That part.
Yeah.
That part.
But I came to find out I am not. And that's why you're so sad. That's why you're so lonely. That's why things suck for you. You get your money, you get your checks, and you spend it on your family, you spend it on your loved ones. But the loved one ain't get no check. But would you unpack that? What you feel about that?
I think we live in a situation where there's no definitions of anything. So we don't know what we are. We just kind of doing what we like. Yeah. And so to me, I'm thinking of friendship is someone who elevates you, someone who has good standards for themselves. And if I was to say it the shortest way is, I think what makes you worthy of friendship is the love of yourself. And how well you love yourself directly is proportionate to how well you love me.
Real talk.
And it's like you said, it's like if you put yourself last and you put me first, I'm gonna end up taking advantage of you.
Yep.
Not because I want to, because you want me to. If I see that you just never gonna do nothing for you, and every time I gotta be like, do something for yourself, and that's kind of a good friend right there, because most people don't even
they don't say that. They don't say it.
They just keep taking.
Yeah.
And it's draining to tell somebody to love themselves. You know, man, don't talk about yourself like that. You know, treat yourself better.
It is.
Go get a massage. You know, just
because see, I could think of every excuse of a non-self-loving person. Everything you said, Go get a massage. Oh no, I ain't got time for that. I gotta work. Don't treat yourself like that. Treat myself like what? I'm just being honest. It's just like,
Mm.
it's always the excuse for the self hate, and that's what make you not worthy of being a friend, because you don't truly love yourself. Um, but go ahead and finish. Were you about to say some more?
I mean, we cool, but I was just
Mm.
going to be on some, like we were talking about the other earlier. Is like when we were talking about marriage, and I thought that when you marry somebody, it's about loving them. But when you marry somebody, it's about loving
Man,
you.
come on.
And I've been married 8 years, and I'm just getting to that wisdom right there.
Yeah.
Because you will kill yourself trying to love somebody else like that.
Yeah.
Because they can reject it or accept it.
Yeah.
And if they reject it, you're gonna feel all out of sorts. Or if they don't accept enough of it, you're gonna reject. You're gonna feel kind of crazy. You be like, then I did this and this, but I didn't even want all that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
He could be like, what? But when it
Right.
comes down to it, it's like, are you okay with being you in a relationship?
It's real.
And I love me.
hmm
And I think the more I love me, the more I can love her.
That's it.
And the same thing with your brothers or your sisters or in friendship is the more I love me, the better, like you said earlier, the better friend I am to me is the better friend I can be to you.
Real talk.
If I'm not gonna break all the stops for me, and I'm breaking all the stops for you, you're gonna look at me weird.
Yep. Yeah.
You can be like, why you do that for?
Right.
Why you don't do that for yourself? Like you said, then the excuses, the self-deprecating, the self-hate that you never really deal with.
Man, self-haters will go out of their way to give you advice that they don't take. They'll tell you, and they'll look up stuff and research stuff for you if you're going through something, but you'll look at their life and say, hey, that happened to me before, where someone told me, hey, what about your life? Like, you got to fix your life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff you need to fix while you're worried about me. Now, they might, even if they are in a worse position than you still got so much to work on that it's not being, it's hard for them to interpret it right. Because they looking like, clearly, you got some things you need to work on. You know what I'm saying? It's like your life could be better, you know. So friendship, the reason why people become friends is to benefit each other and get something done. So if you don't benefit yourself, you're not going to benefit me properly.
I think most of us become friends. We just trauma bonded, to be honest with you.
That's it.
Most of the time when we friends, we bonding over the things we hate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I was like that. Well, I'm still like that. I'm trying to come out of that. When you at the job, y'all both hate the same things about the job, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, you cool? We both hate the same thing." It's the same thing in school. Y'all both hate. Y'all really bonding over the things you don't like,
right?
And y'all didn't even have a friendship of, "Hey, I'm gonna want to elevate you."
Yeah,
because we don't view things like that. Because even if you think about it, if I'm like, yo, hey, I ain't got $5, can I get $5? You'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
But if I got $5 and I ask for $5, you're gonna be like, no. Like, I know you got it.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how to elevate each other.
That's real.
We know how to help you. That's why even when you become friends, if we friends on a survival basis,
yeah,
I only want to help you survive.
That's it. Yeah.
So if you want to elevate, don't talk to me. But if you need $100 to pay your rent, I got you.
Yeah, if
But
you're
if you
down on
need
the ground with me, then come holler at me.
if you need $100 for
Yeah.
your phone bill because you behind, I got you. But if you need $100 to get a better phone, no.
That's real.
If you need $100 to get a better computer, no.
Come on.
And it goes back to earlier. It's like you might not even be worthy of a friendship in the elevation sense,
Right.
but you might be worthy of a friendship in the survival sense.
That's it. Yeah.
You need some place to stay because you got kicked out. Yeah, come on with me.
Right.
Come on, I got you.
Yeah.
If you need some place to stay to stack your chips, no.
Right. Yeah. Like we survive, man. That's what we do.
Right.
We just survive only.
Yes.
So you trying to drag me. That's all we do. And we don't help those when you're in that state. You don't gravitate towards those who can really help you pull you up. You don't become friends with those type of people because they speak a different language anyway. So they not the guys that just need to get by. But they are the guys that might say, hey, call off today, come with me and do this, and then we're gonna make a little, this gonna do something for us in the long run. And then you might be like, oh no, man, I got to go to work. You know what I'm saying? Because I gotta survive.
Yep.
They like, wait a minute. This is the mindset of a successful person. Survive. You just trying to survive? You know what I'm saying? So they're like, oh no, I'm good, man. I don't want to be friends with you. You just trying to survive. Like, oh, okay. Nah, that's cool. Yeah, I remember Jay-Z had a line. He said, 9 to 5 is how you survive. I ain't trying to survive.
I'm trying to
to live it to the limit and love it alive. Yeah, man. So that was that's something I heard, but I ain't really study and really, pay attention to that much until I really understood it. Now I understand it. Yeah.
The practice of it is a lot of stuff we hear sound fly, but it's not a practice.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah,
we go. I'm gonna wait till I get my money right. Or we go. Yeah, man, just gotta knock this out or knock this out. We push everything further and further away.
Yeah.
Because we don't really know how depressed we are.
Right. Yeah. No, that's true.
Just being oppressed in this society is depressing. Right. And stacked on top of, it seems like as Black folks, we just gotta get everything out the mud.
Yeah.
And that's just draining. Everything gotta come out the mud. We can just work together and have everything.
Yeah.
But we so divided.
Right.
Because we depressed.
Yeah.
A lot of people want to go like yeah, it's the design. And I do believe it's the design. But also a lot of it is just depression.
Yeah.
Depressed people don't want to do nothing.
It's something that we could control if we was aware of it and more sick and tired of it. But it's something that a lot of us don't think about too much because we live in this life. We just living.
We don't even want to admit it.
Unquote. Yeah.
That you're depressed.
Right. Yeah.
Like, bro, if I see you and nothing changed, you're depressed.
Dang, that's depression. Yeah.
Yeah, you wanna see it like, oh, it's this chemical thing where you want to kill yourself because they want to make it that way. But depression is you're not trying to better yourself.
Right.
You got to be depressed if you're not trying to better yourself.
Yeah, that's real, man. Yeah.
Because if you inspire people like to do things inspirational.
Real talk.
Like we talked about earlier today, it's like you don't have to do nothing for weeds to grow.
Yeah, that's real.
You don't got to do nothing to get a cavity. And depressed people don't do nothing, so it's probably weeds in their garden. They probably got cavities because you're depressed.
Yeah.
You don't got to do nothing for trash to build. You don't got to do nothing to get dirty.
Right. Right. That's true.
And if all of these are parts of your condition and you don't feel like I didn't even feel depressed. I didn't.
Yeah.
But when somebody say, "Oh, you still at that job? You still the same weight, or you got fatter?
Mm-hmm.
You're not getting more money. You're expecting the same thing out of life." That's depression.
That's real.
Everybody want more,
Right.
but
Yeah.
if we too depressed to get it,
That's true. Yeah.
because we don't know what depression looks like.
We would just rather feel, find a way to feel high for the moment. Whether that's junk food or actual drugs or whatever. We'd just rather find a way to feel better to get us by. It's just literally that just getting by attitude. Some people would say, when you say, "What's up, man? How you been?" I'm like, "I'm here, I'm living, I'm above ground." It's like it's like, damn, man, that's it. Yeah, I'm above ground, man. Hey, that's it right there. And then that's cool. That's cool. That is good that you're above ground, but you know, you're not living now. That's a lie that you're living. You're the walking dead. If you are depressed and you're stuck, you're the walking dead, and you have to be able to admit that so you can start working on it. Yeah.
And also the design, like don't get me wrong, it's mixed with oppression too.
Yeah.
And distraction.
Yeah.
Everything is grabbing your attention.
Mm-hmm.
Focus is your ability to say no continually.
Man, yeah, that's real, bro. Yeah. It's crazy how we have to learn how to start saying no.
You can't focus if you can't say no.
Yeah.
If
Gotta say no. Yeah. You gotta learn how to say no.
Because if those notifications pop up on your phone and you don't say no,
you're gonna waste some time.
You want to scroll, get on that infinite scroll. Infinite. It don't stop. You just keep on scrolling. Next thing you know, 5 minutes go to 2 hours.
Yep.
You ain't even think you was gonna spend that much time doing that.
Right.
Or being in other people's business. This is a distraction. Gossip, distraction. Sports, distraction. TV, distraction.
Yeah.
Video games,
distraction.
Too much education without action is distraction.
Real talk. Because, yeah, I was just about to say, when you don't have a direction, or when you're not on, because you can have a direction, you can have a plan, a purpose, a direction, a way you want to go, and still not go there because you're so distracted. So it don't even matter, because you don't respect your own direction. You don't respect your own aim and purpose. And that's a whole nother problem that I see with a lot of us, is that we don't stay on our path, our beaten path. Yeah, you have to stay focused. You have to stay going straight ahead to what you're looking for in life. Like I said, I drive trucks. If I'm driving a truck, I could easily, it's billboards everywhere. If I'm pulling off every 5 minutes, I'm not gonna make that money. Everybody know that. If you keep pulling off, you're not gonna make more money. If them wheels ain't turning, your pockets ain't earning. So you have to stay. It's the same with life. You have to stick to your aim and purpose. And I'll give another example too, because it's a lot of young men and women who date. You have to go into that relationship or friendship knowing what you want out of there. Because if you don't know what you want, and they can distract you from that, and you just wooed by what you like, what you see, Because you might be talking to a girl that's just so fine, and you want to do you want to simp on her and do all this stuff that she want from you, but you're you start to lose focus on the fact that you want to get something done. You're looking for this specific lady. You know, it's times where in your life where you have to let friends go that seem cool, or women or a man go. If you're a man, I mean, if you're a woman and you with a man, you might have to let a man go because they just simply they're not ready to go in this direction that you wanted to go. So you have to go in there with your mindset and say, hey, this is where I'm headed, and they don't want to go there. They fine or whatever, but I gotta let that go. I gotta drop that.
So far,
Yeah.
I got what's worthy of friendship.
Mm.
What makes one worthy of friendship is the ability to love yourself, the ability to say no to things, the ability to value your time.
Yeah.
Because when you have these things, you can actually be a friend because I'm not trying to take your time.
Right. Right.
Because a lot of times, what you're doing, you say to your friends and they say, oh, nothing. It's like, if that happened too much.
Right.
And he's like, why are you never doing that?
Yeah.
But if you're depressed, you don't care because that's what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Or I want to hear, hey, what are we going to do to distract ourselves? It's Friday, we worked all week.
Yeah. It's Friday, you ain't got no job.
or even
Yeah.
it's your days off.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy my days off.
Yeah.
How can we distract ourselves from not building?
Man.
Because that's what we should be doing.
Right.
And I guess, and also, it depends on what type of level you want to be on.
Right.
Because I know on the internet they say a lot about rich and poor people, but I think in systems. So I think of inspired people and depressed people.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have more money is just more inspired to do more in the day.
Right. Yeah.
Than a depressed person who don't do nothing with their time.
Yeah.
So they want to just like that's poor is I guess a way to describe a person worthy of friendship are they poor to themselves.
Yeah. Poor-minded person.
That's better. Poor-minded, and it don't have nothing to do with money. It's poor-minded is depression. That's how I'm viewing it.
Yeah.
And if you're inspired, it's like let's go do something, and then you get the friends who go let's go do something, and it's elevation to you. Let's go work out. Let's go build a business. Let's go do things that make us better.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's not to say one person is better than the other person. That's to say that this is this. It's reality.
Right.
And as reality, where you at, I just can't hang with depressive people like that so much.
Yeah.
And that I end up cutting off a lot of people. Not like in a sense, not when I say cut off, I don't mean like, look, I don't want to be friends with you no more.
Yeah.
I'm saying cut off, I don't do the same things you do anymore.
Yeah, you don't schedule them in your day no more, like on the regular.
I mean, it's not scheduled.
Yeah.
If you're depressed, it's you open all the time anyway.
Yeah. No, I'm saying, but you won't put them in your day no more. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm not depressed.
Yeah.
And because I'm not depressed and I look for things to inspire me.
Yeah.
And
I get what you said. Yeah.
I just don't have time for you.
Right. It's not possible.
Like I might be able to squeeze you in on some free time.
Yeah.
But I might not even have that much.
Right. That's real.
I'm starting to build my day as how can I what's the fastest way I can take care of myself so I can get to the work?
Take care of yourself so you can get to work?
Yeah, so I get to work because you got to take care of yourself first. Let that be
you.
Got to be the first thing. because
Absolutely. Yep.
the
Yeah.
day will get away from you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It will get away from you. Make sure, like, how can I take care of me? That's working out. That's writing.
Mhm.
That's reading. That's studying. Like, how can I get that done at the earliest point of the day for me?
Yeah.
Because I have children,
Right. Oh yeah.
and I got a wife, and these bills don't want to pay themselves.
Right.
So I got to make sure I'm giving those things a specific amount of watering.
Yeah.
Because, like we talked about, if you don't do nothing with your kids, if you don't do nothing with your wife, if you don't do nothing with yourself, weeds are going to grow.
That's real. Nah, that's real, man. Yes, sir. Yeah.
And
You're gonna have to do a lot of weed killing. So
you
you know.
you got to tend your gardens,
Yeah.
and you got to plant seeds too.
Real talk. Yeah. Yes, sir.
And if you're not planting seeds, how is my relationship with my wife going to grow?
Mhm.
How is my relationship with my kids going to grow if there's no seeds being planted? How is my relationship with myself going to grow? My relationship with myself and God going to grow if there's no seeds being planted?
Right.
It'd just be weeds.
Yeah. Man, we shoot, man. So, man, are we worthy of relationships? You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's and that's deeper than a friendship in a lot of ways. But like when I'm talking about romantic relationships, that's a lot of game right there. Um, we have to we do have to be seed planters as men, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought you was going into relationships worthiness or something like that.
oh yeah. Oh no, you
That's
go.
how you built it up. I'm like, okay,
Oh
what you
no,
about
I
to
was
say?
just I thought you were gonna answer that. What you think, man?
Like I said, it comes down to how much you love you. Because I can't give you what I don't have.
Yeah.
And that's like real, because you be trying to give somebody something, and then especially when you're in a relationship, there you won't be happy with yourself, and you trying to put on this facade.
Yeah.
You trying to be fake, and then this other person is cool with that, and it's not that it's their fault. This is what you said you was. You presented yourself as someone other than yourself.
It's real.
And they just gonna keep pulling on you, and they gonna keep pulling on you, and then you're gonna be like, why you want so much from me, and this and that. Like, no.
Man, the importance of honesty, man. Oh man, I don't think that's talked about enough, about being honest to yourself and others. And a lot of us, it goes back to the not loving yourself. We're not honest because we're not secure in who we are. So we think we have to lie because we can't find out why somebody would F with us like that. Because we don't F with us like that. Deep down inside, so it's like that's where the lies come in relationships or in a friendship. Lying about who you are and lying about what you're here for versus telling the truth, because you could tell the truth about who you are and what you're here for and get the wave. I was about to say the same result, but you can get a better result by being honest, because what's for you is for you and what's not it isn't. So if she's gonna stay, or if you got a friend that's gonna stay, they'll stay once you honest with yourself. But you have to be, I was meant to say once you're honest with them, but you have to be honest with yourself to be honest with another person. And that makes us worthy of friendship as well.
You gotta love being around you.
Real talk.
And they teach us with social media that people like this, people like that, and you go like, I'm not like that. I don't got a Bentley. I don't got a Wagoneer.
Yeah.
I don't got a luxury car. I don't got a 6-figure. I don't got a 6-pack.
Yeah.
The people won't love me. Because this is what we don't understand.
Yeah.
We don't understand what visual images do to ourselves.
Yeah.
I was watching this podcast. This man said he got a picture of himself aged up around his house, like in 80 years old.
What, he got an AI?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And you look at the picture, and he's like, I see everything I never did. Cause
Oh, in the picture?
yeah,
Oh,
because
really?
if you
Yeah.
aged up, you gotta think about what are you telling yourself now?
Yeah.
Because we see ourselves as like if you
Oh, okay. Yeah.
if
So
you
he
li-
look at the picture and it's like he
that person lived that life already.
Yeah. He yeah. That's interesting.
and he like
Yeah.
and you see yourself age up to 80
Yeah.
and you 40, you only got 40 years left.
Yeah.
And you gotta tell this person, did I do what I'm supposed to do?
Right. Damn. Man, I'm gonna do that, man. I swear to goodness, I'm about to do that, man. I wonder what app to use for that.
I mean, I got something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if you age yourself up, if you even think about like even writing to your future self,
Yeah.
you know, even if you go a week ahead, today I ate everything I was supposed to eat.
Yeah.
I did, and you start writing to your future self because that's the person who's gonna benefit from today anyway.
Yeah.
That same person aged up.
The person a week from now is gonna benefit from what you're doing now.
You know, you see yourself aged up, like you 60 years old. Like, you ask that person, like, what's your relationship with your kids? Wow. What's your relationship with yourself? What's your relationship with your friends? What's your relationship with everything else? And you're gonna be like, oh, damn, I gotta change some shit up.
Man, that make you think. It's like making me think like people used to have diaries and stuff. That was a form of self-love, man. I used to actually look at diaries like, man, I ain't like write no diary, man. I never wrote a diary before. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I could see how that could be, you know.
I write in journals.
That's what I'm journal. Yeah, I never did that neither. Though.
It's a science. Yeah. I started to see it's a science itself. You really get to see how you was feeling, and and in your journal you see what's repeatable. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that, and you can just see how you just a liar. Or if you don't want to call yourself a liar, you can see how you don't prioritize
what you thought was important. Yeah,
because you let everything else
distract you.
You don't have the ability to say no, so you can't be focused.
Man, you know what I will do though? I take pictures and videos of myself. I got like in my phone. It's almost not a date. Like, I ain't gonna say I take a picture every day, but if somebody asks me about a week or a day or something years ago, I can go back in my phone and see video footage around that time on what I was on. Like, sometime this week, I'm gonna record something, me and my wife or something, or I'm gonna talk or something. Like, sometimes I just go ahead and just straight up talk to the camera. Because I think that's important. But I actually want to get into actually writing down a journal, like, you know, going in like that. But that picture thing is fire. I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. We don't get out of life alive.
Yeah.
And I think we become so distracted, like we talked about the other day. I think that's what getting stuck is about.
Yeah.
Just being distracted so much you're not focusing on progress. You just like, I gotta do something over here, I gotta do something over there. The kids need something, the wife needs something.
Yeah,
I gotta pay this bill. Like who worried about you?
Yeah, if you ain't worried about you,
I mean, God is.
Yeah,
but you ain't focused on God. You focus on everything but
God. Yep, and yourself.
And that's the best relationship you can have.
Man, that could be a podcast within. That could be a episode within in its own, man. Is that relationship you have with God?
That's the best. And the thing about it is that relationship with God force you to give up your identity.
Yep.
Because this is not who you are. You like, I know I'm this.
Yeah.
I worked on this. I spent years training this. And he like, son, that's not you. You're going to have to give that up.
Yep.
You worship your own identity after a minute.
Yep.
Yeah. That's why we got to stop this idol worship of our identity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I ain't the person. I don't do that. I don't do that. It's like you missing out
Mm-hmm.
on making money, on being happier because you tied to this identity that you don't do this.
Yeah.
And you don't do that. And God gonna keep giving you situation after situation after situation.
Yeah. Yeah. Till you realize, like,
Maybe
yeah.
it's not God. Maybe it's
Mm-hmm.
yourself
Yeah.
putting yourself in that same
Mm-hmm.
situation to wake your own self up.
Right. Man, and sometimes we'll go so hard that God will go ahead and give us what we was asking to be. And man, you will really realize it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You will really realize it then, you know what I'm saying? Because he
Yeah.
really, it's a mercy. Like, nah, you ain't that, man. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when you get down that path of thinking that you is who you is, okay, you say you want to be a guy, right? Okay. Look at the responsibilities of a God. You know what I'm saying? You know, a God got some responsibilities, you know. And not to say we can't become gods, but it's at the end of the day, you don't know what you're asking for, especially when you ain't never already been there. You know what I'm saying? So you could become a god, but you got to walk up the stairs. You got to walk up the ladder. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna go from a savage to a god. You know, you're not even a man yet. Some of us got to become boys first, or boys again. You know, but that's a whole nother subject. But because you know that certain people out here kind of hate, but but still, you know, we have to become we have to walk up that ladder. It's a meme. I wish I had it with me. Where it's a man with he is one man standing next to a ladder, and every step is very far. And then another man it's a regular looking ladder where he can reach every step. And it was talking about basically what it was saying was when your expectations from the bottom is so far up to the next one, you'll never go nowhere. But the man in the next phase of the picture, the man with the regular steps, he made it all the way to the top. The man with the expectation, like my first step has to be all this thing. He was still there at the bottom looking up. You know what I'm saying? And the other guy going because he taking step by step by step by step by step all the way to the top.
You know, I read all the stuff about business. I'm like, man, why ain't no millionaire? And I realized, you know, God was like, you ain't ready for war.
Yeah.
You think you don't gotta do certain things? Are you too much of a nice guy?
Yep. Come on, man.
You let these other people go before you. That's why you ain't got it.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't making sure you good.
Yeah.
You're not making sure you not putting yourself in the right position. That's why you ain't got it. You worried about everything that's not you. So sometimes he'll keep you away from what you really want because you ain't ready for it. Because sometimes, you know, we old enough to understand that sometimes, like you just said, getting what you want and you realizing that you're not ready for the thing you want, you lose it.
That's real. Fast too. Yeah.
Spectacularly lose it, like flames. Like, what happened? You wasn't ready for it.
Not at all.
You wasn't ready for it at all.
Man.
So
yeah.
But that's the thing about having a good friend, because a good friend is a good mirror.
Yeah.
A friend to show you yourself. You gotta be careful when you have a friend group who don't want to see you be better.
Right. That's real.
Because if all of y'all do is hang around each other and don't elevate, like that's what I was saying earlier. Like y'all a depressed group of people.
Yep. And they don't want to go to war.
You don't want to fight for it.
Yeah.
You're a depressed person. There's people throwing rocks at tanks.
Man, I'm trying to tell you.
You got to be so inspired to throw a rock at a tank.
Real talk. Yeah. Yeah.
Depressed people just get ran over.
Yep.
You so quick to, oh man, I'm gonna just die.
Man, and some of us, man, we are so uh I wanted to say allergic to war, but just so uninformed about the science of war. It's like we have friends that won't uh, inspire us to war, and we'll have an attitude of like, nah, like we think we saying something deep, like, nah, love everybody, man. We all the same. We all cool. It's all good, man. It's party time. It's chill time. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has to be a point in your life where you're cutting people off, like you said earlier. You don't have time for people that's not on your type of time. And some of us, we don't have um, enough guts to do that because we think that's unfair. It's like we're just trying to be so pleasing to everybody. Everybody can't come with you, you know, and um, and you got to go ahead and pick somebody to go to war with. I'm not talking about physical war, but sometimes you just have to go ahead and say, look, I want this, and I'm going to get it. And yeah, it's that thing over there, or person, or something is in my way, so I'm going to have to figure out how to remove that to get what I want. So that just, like I said, talking about being careful about who we around and the friends we pick. We have to pick some friends that's ready to go to war. Because it's one thing about sitting around and building and talking and stuff. Oh, that feels so good. We love to build and talk and get, what I'm saying? But who gonna be like, okay, we riding out at dawn. You know what I'm saying? Remember all that building we was doing? Oh yeah. At 6 a.m. we gonna meet at my house. We about to do this one thing. Not nothing illegal, I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, we about to do this one thing. We about to go handle some business.
That's that Nas line. When I rap about war, they got a tendency to scatter.
Come on, man.
And that's how it is. And the other side, you can have two ways of looking at it. Is you can cut people off, or you can leave people where they at.
Ooh, yeah.
Sometimes you don't want to leave a friend where they at. You be like, bro, I love you.
Yeah.
Come this way.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta leave people where they're at.
It's real. That's true.
And we learned that from the isms. They say you gotta.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You gotta lead the whole where they're at.
Right. Yeah.
But it's the same thing with people. Leave them where they're at.
Yeah.
If I gotta drag you in the door, I gotta drag you around.
Mm-hmm.
So you just gotta leave them where they at. They happy there, or they're not ready for it. They'll just be frustrated, and you'll be frustrated.
Right.
They just don't want it. Like it was one of my apartments. Me and my wife had was a luxury apartment. She loved it. I didn't because I wasn't into enjoying life yet.
Yeah.
I thought everything was this grind. You're supposed to be in this monk mode. You're supposed to like forsake everything materialistic and just focus on the work. And she out here, she's living her life. She got a new car, luxury apartment, and I'm just I'm just a bum.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want to spend no money on me. I swear it'd be I will only take out money for gas and food.
Yeah.
That's it. And it's not her fault for doing that.
Yeah.
That's my fault. Because even if she'll say, Khalif, do something for yourself. I'm like, I'm good. I don't need nothing. Just give me another rag.
We be learning how to. It's like we come up just learning how to just get by, man. It was like we just like, nah, I'm just trying to get by. Won't go nowhere, won't do nothing. Won't buy nothing nice. And we wonder why we see. It's funny because they make fun of a pimp, but that's like an over an extreme amount of self-love. You'll see manicure, what I'm saying, slick back hair, the finest clothes, silks, coming out with silk drawers and a silk bathrobe and silk bed sheets. But Cadillac. What he's saying, in a nice Cadillac with the leather seats and everything got to be nice. What he's telling the world, what he's communicating is, man, I really love myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I do anything for myself. And so in return, that's telling the women around him something too. You know what I'm saying? That hey, if we love him, we're going to benefit because he loves himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where a man that's not like that at all, he's saying the opposite. Yeah, the more you love me, because I don't love myself, I'm gonna not like you more. You know what I'm saying? Because why you love me so much? Get off me. I ain't nothing. We supposed to be living in a cardboard box, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's almost like the attitude that he got, but he don't realize it. You know, but who cares if he realizes it or not? That's how the world is. They don't care. It just is what it is. You know, whatever it is what it is.
I didn't know
You
I
know?
was depressed. I couldn't
Mhm.
even appreciate a luxury apartment. I was so depressed.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go to work. I wanted
Real
to pay the
talk.
bills, and I
Me
didn't want
too.
to experience the life. I didn't want to smell the roses because I thought that's what you was supposed to be,
Absolutely, man.
and it's not because you gotta love yourself. I wasn't like I said, I wasn't buying myself clothes. I'm just in work clothes, nothing else.
Same for me, man.
If I only bought a new
Yeah.
pair of shoes and the shoes got all the way tight.
Oh man, like I said, I be taking pictures. Oh, I look at pictures of me 5 years ago, man. Oh Lord, clothes raggedy. Wouldn't buy one damn shoe, bro.
No.
Wouldn't buy a new suit. Always at the thrift store. It was just my mindset. You know what I'm saying? It was so many repairs I needed on my house. It was so much stuff I needed, but I was looking for something outside of me to make me feel better. But I came to realize that all it is you the only thing that's gonna make yourself feel better. You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I almost it was crazy because I almost didn't even understand why other dudes was doing it. I'm like, what's wrong with them? Not only me, I'm like, what are you doing, man? You buying shoes and carrying on? You know, I'm about ready to tell them to slow down, man. Stop, man.
You got something to pay.
Yeah, give all your money to your family.
Right.
Like, man, what you doing, man? You don't do that, so that's how, but that's the mindset of a person that's not aware of their own, how much they should love themselves.
But that's what I was saying earlier, Doc. It's like you didn't understand you was depressed because you didn't feel depressed. You didn't feel like suicidal or nothing like that.
No,
I didn't feel like life was giving me a bad deal. So I'm thinking that's what depression looked like. It's like, oh man, I don't want to do nothing. I just want to lay in the bed and it's gone. What's the point of everything? It's like that's what I thought depression was. But like I said, like people look at you. And it made my wife look bad.
Yeah,
because it's like, oh, you're just using him.
Oh, people assume.
They just like I didn't win nothing.
Right now, it ain't her. Yeah, you right.
But, they're like, oh man, please, you working 2 jobs and she out here looking good and you looking like that. Like I'm like, bro, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Right,
and that's not. You're supposed to take care of yourself, and you're supposed to elevate her to your level. So you're not supposed to stay where you at and elevate her. Or anything like that, or even with your kids, you're not supposed to like, how my kids look clean and I don't look clean.
Come on.
I'm supposed to look cleaner than them.
Yeah, real talk.
I'm supposed to just look just as clean as my wife. We're supposed to step out both looking clean.
It's so funny because it's a conversation going around like, who gets the plate first, at the dinner table. So it's like a lot of people are saying, well, the children get the plate first. And I guess it's a symbolic thing of just how you were just saying with the clothing and the, just always put the children first. And don't get me wrong, we put the children high, but you can't put them first because putting yourself low is automatically, this is their destination. If I'm going to stay here, if I'm going to stay at the bottom, I don't care how high I lift them up, my arm's going to get tight. This is their destiny. They're going to be down here with me in a minute. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm putting myself high, I can always pull them up because I'm up here, and I got things to help me pull them up because I'm not just in a pit. But at the same time, I always put on Facebook, I feel like that man's plate should touch the table first, for a few reasons. The children should have been eating all day. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. They shouldn't be so starving that they can't wait a few seconds for their plate to hit the table. That's number one. But number two, you leave leeway for another lady to put that plate down first. So you better put that plate down first, man. But what you think about that, though?
I think I would rephrase it
Mm-hmm.
to what's more important, oil in the engine or gas in the tank?
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times people go, yeah, I need some gas in the tank. Yeah, you can go places with gas, but your car ain't gonna move without that engine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Without that oil.
Once that engine go bad, it's bad. Yeah.
And that's the whole car.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get the oil if I'm moving the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. The gas is important.
Yeah.
Because you can't go nowhere without gas. But you can't have a car moving at all without oil. So it's the same thing if it is such a responsibility being a man.
Real talk.
If you take that responsibility seriously,
yeah,
take that plate first. If you don't take that responsibility seriously, take the plate last.
Yep. Because I was about to say, I'm glad you said it like that. It really don't matter if you agree with, you know what I'm saying? Because just in case this became a whole thing, you don't have to agree. You could say, hey, I want my plate left. Cool. We just telling you the best. This is the best practice. Now, you know, somebody may not feel like it's the best practice, whatever. But all I can do is warn somebody that, listen, as far as the mentality of that, you want to inspire, especially if you have boys. I have boys. You want to inspire them to be a king in their house. You don't want to inspire them to be a peasant in their house. You know, and you're getting your plate. It's not even just for you. It's to show, see, when you work this hard, when you take care of your wife, when you take care of your children, plate first. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's when you take care of yourself, like we talking about right now, plate first. And I take care of myself. Where's my plate? Because me being a grown man, if I was getting bad treatment here, I don't have to stay here. And that's the thing that should be understood here. You know what I'm saying? Because, I see some guys say on that subject, like, no, the children first. And it's like, I'm looking at them two different ways. Either you don't love yourself or you do want your plate last so you can always have an excuse to go over to your side chick house. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to say, yeah, I want my plate last. Yeah, you can put my plate last. You know what I'm saying? Because you feel guilty about some other things you got going on, you know.
I had a thought on what you were saying. Like I said, it's a great responsibility being a man. And if you're taking that plate first, I think you're implying that I'm about to fight with everything to bring back something greater.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't really think that, I don't think you're gonna want to take that plate first.
Yeah,
you're gonna y'all go ahead and eat because I don't know if I'm gonna bring something back again.
Real talk.
Because it's like I said, it's a huge responsibility that come around. That's like I'm responsible for life.
Real talk. Yeah.
And if I don't take that seriously, it's like I'm not gonna want that plate. Yeah. Like, yo, y'all go ahead and eat. When y'all done.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But if I'm on some like, I'm take this plate, I'm gonna go out there and kill it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill it so much with y'all just don't know y'all about to eat good.
Yeah.
But if you don't have that lion mentality, I just watched The Lion King, the new one, and when a lion look at everything a lion see is lunch.
Yeah,
they don't care what it is.
Yeah.
So that they got that. They got that spirit about them, that attitude. Like, yo, give it to me.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna go out there. Everything is lunch. I'm gonna conquer it. I don't care what's in front of me. But if you don't got that fight to guarantee where you and God guarantee victory, where if you ain't coming back without winning.
Come on, yeah.
To where take that plate first.
Yeah.
If you think that, take that plate first. And I understand that might not be where you at. Like we said, love yourself. Don't be ashamed of yourself.
Real talk.
If you ain't there, that's fine. That's cool. You got work to do.
See, and it's funny because I'm the type of person now that I am attracted to situations that I'm celebrated in, that I'm appreciated in. I'm attracted to situations because, see, the self-love for me, like I said, I described that pimp. It's like it ain't quite like that, but it's like it's so high that it's like when I'm around, if people do appreciate me, I'm not trying to win nobody's validation or anything. But if I'm around people and they do appreciate me as a person, they do appreciate my friendship or the things I do, then it's like that's going to continue to make me be around them even more. So just imagine coming into my house. If I'm appreciated that much, it's going to make me be around them, want to be around them even more. So it's just an honest look at it, like, because your family could act like they don't appreciate you, and a man could feel some type of way. Am I saying that that's right or wrong? It's whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. So if he is appreciated there, if you make it important that you feel appreciated there, then you protect your family. You know what I'm saying? Because you make sure that you're always there and you're not trying to have fun or be appreciated somewhere else or try to get validation from other people outside of your home so much or whatever, or even try to get validation, because it's not even, you shouldn't even be trying to get validation even from anybody in your home or outside of your home. But your children and your wife are your best friends, and it should be that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm saying best friend because I know what you said. Yeah, no, but I feel like if you got a crew of friends, right?
Come this way a little bit.
Huh? You said
come this way a little bit.
Oh yeah. If you got a crew of friends, you want to be around them, you want to hang with them and everything, right? Well, you should feel that same way about your family. That's what I'm basically saying. Am I saying that they can get in the mud and help you hunt and all this stuff? I'm not saying that part, but it should be a joyous thing to be around them. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a thing of like, man.
I'm picking up what you're putting
down. Yeah, I'm saying friend in that sense. Like, hey, I'm hanging with my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just straight up, man. Like, but it's my family, so they ain't my niggas. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but they are though. You know what I'm saying? This is my crew.
The way I view it is, your family shares in the abundance you bring.
Yeah.
So if you got scarcity about you, they gonna share in your scarcity. So
yeah,
like I said, it's such a huge responsibility being a man.
Yeah.
And it's not easy, but we built for it.
Yeah.
And like I said, you gotta have so much abundance in your, like we talked about going back to the meal. It's like you gotta promise so much abundance.
Yeah.
That's why I'm gonna eat first. I'm abundant.
Yeah.
I'm coming back with abundance.
Yep.
You're not.
Right.
My kids don't come back with abundance. My wife don't come back with abundance. I don't send my wife in the trenches. You know, if that's something she want to do, that's fine with her. But I don't require.
Yeah, her to hit and she can stop that any given time. Why? Because she got, a man. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I feel all the time. If she did want to go out there and work, you can stop at any given time. Because I'm a slave. So like a man though, slave. Not slave like a bitch. Me. Like
someone to count on.
Yeah.
In the world ever changing.
Right. Here I am. Stop what you saying. Right. Yeah.
That's why we gotta be and practice and being ourselves and monetizing that.
Yeah.
Because so much depend on us being men.
Real talk. Yeah.
And I don't think we realize that we so that's why this whole gender politics where this gender politics where y'all focused on not being a man, but y'all focused on this woman being a woman. I'm like, no, sir.
Yeah, come on, man. Oh
No,
man,
sir.
it's crazy out here.
You're not gonna argue down a woman about femininity. That has never happened.
Mm-hmm.
We saw that on Kevin Samuel's show. Yeah. They will argue him, even in the wrong. They will argue. You cannot argue down no woman. You lead them.
That alone. Yeah.
Lead them.
Yep. Lead. Yep.
And we don't teach a lot of elements of leadership to men. Mm-hmm. So we always want to get into this agreement. It's like my mom and dad, my mom gone now, but I'll be pleased with her. My mom moved into a condo.
Yeah.
And my mom didn't want to move into the house.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, well, I'm going to go over there. You can stay here.
Yeah.
She ended up moving over because he led. It wasn't come on, baby, what you think this, what you think that. It's like that's what I said. It's such a hard, such a thing full of responsibility because you are charged with things working out and things not working out.
For real.
So had it been a bad move, it would have been on him. Had it been a good move, it would have been on him. But you got to be strong enough to take that.
Real talk, yeah.
So it's not about arguing down. It's about like, yo, you lead. And that's why I said that you in that relationship with God is like, that's the most important thing. Because wherever he say go, you got to go. She going to respect that you put something higher than her.
Yeah.
She not going to respect that you put nothing higher than her.
Right.
She can be like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, real talk.
Right. Yeah, man. God is the sole form of worship, not me.
Yeah.
But if you try to worship me, I'm going to put you to work. If you don't got nothing to do, I got plenty of things for you to do.
Right.
Because that's kind of how they are. But you gotta, like I said, it's so much in learning how to be a man that's not. We don't have our rites of passage.
Right.
We need it.
Yeah.
Because I'm about to be 40, and I'm learning on the fly.
Real talk.
It's crazy, but I didn't even. I'm just, all praise due to Allah that he guided me.
Yeah.
Because there's no place to learn this.
Yeah.
To learn how to be a man, and that's why our women suffer
so much. Yeah.
Because we not men. We out here, and I'm arguing, going back and forth with you like we in a lesbian relationship.
Yeah.
I'm emotional. You emotional. I'm breaking stuff. You breaking stuff.
Real talk.
Nobody's calm, cool, and calculated. I want to buy stuff to make me feel good. You want to buy stuff to make you feel good.
Right.
Nobody's.
Right. Nobody can't plan nothing. Can't. Yeah, man.
Nobody's leading. It's like, man, my dad got a house, and I'm gonna keep that in the family, so my kids can have a house. And if we all buying houses in 2 generations, we got places to stay.
Yeah. And
places to rent. Because there has to be a vision and there has to be a leader.
Real talk. Yeah.
And like I said, it's just so much responsibility to being a man. Man. So that's what I'm saying. If you're gonna take that plate first, it requires, it's like to whom much is given, much is tested.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Ladies, put that plate down first. See, you telling them, all right now, you getting that plate first. You know what that means. But it should be like, he should have that pressure on him. We can handle it.
If he don't want it, he don't want it.
Right. Yeah, that's saying something else though. Man, why you don't want that plate first, brother? You should be wondering, like, man, what's going on? But
you worthy of friendship.
yeah.
That's
There we
the
go.
thing.
Yeah.
Are you worthy? And sometimes we not, but Allah's so gracious, merciful, that He give us stuff we don't even deserve. I know I didn't deserve. Like I know, like we was on the phone and I was telling my daughter, I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna pick your wife."
Oh, you said you pick your husband?
I said, "I'm gonna pick her." Yeah, I said, "I'm gonna pick your."
Yeah, I remember you saying it. Yeah.
And she's like, "Why are you gonna pick it? Can I pick her?" Like, yeah. She was like, "Mom got to pick." I said, "Yeah, that was stupid." And then she's like, "What?" She's like, "But she picked you." I'm like, "Yeah."
She was yeah.
But I'm real enough to be like, I wouldn't have picked me for my wife.
Yeah.
Had I known that I wasn't worthy, but I was like, I'm gonna give you something you don't deserve. Because I know you can grow into this.
Real talk, man. Man, I said this, I think last episode or episode before, man.
Yeah, come back in.
Oh, my bad. These women are such a blessing to us, man.
Oh, yes, sir.
Like when you know and understand, they are such a blessing.
Yes, sir.
You know, and we have to submit to Allah because it will take Allah to be able to handle them the right way. You know what I'm saying? Like us submitting to Allah, you know. And that's why our relationship with God is so important, because like we was talking about with I think you said how your dad moved with the condo in the house. I noticed that the influence is greater when I'm more in tune to praying and fasting. So where it might take, like just using that same example, me moving to the apartment or the condo out of the house and wanting her to come too, where it might take a month, if I was really in tune to the God, that might take a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? But it's not that just show you that only Allah is in control. We're not in control of anything. We could just try, like, come on, would you? You know, but it's not for us to keep arguing with her. No, I said you didn't come on. We just gotta do what we gotta do and hope that something tap into her. She'll be like, I'm gonna be with my man. There we go. Praise be Allah. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
that's what I was telling her. I said, I grew to the point where I'm not gonna argue with you.
Yeah.
I hope I provide a good form of leadership that you want to follow.
Yeah.
And if you don't, you don't. That's something I gotta work on.
Yeah.
It's not like you need to follow me because I'm the man. Like nah, that's not realistic. Because if we go back to self-love, if I don't follow what I want, I can't expect you to.
Yeah.
If I don't keep my word, I don't expect my word to have any influence on you.
Real talk. Yeah.
Like I said, it's such a responsibility. It's like being a man, it's like your word gotta be bond.
Gotta be bond. Yes, sir.
Nobody cares. My kids don't care that I went to the store and got robbed and came back with nothing.
Right. You came back with nothing. Right. That's the part they gonna be harping on, man. Where the stuff at? You better get on the phone or something.
Right.
Yeah, man. Hey, you the one getting the plate first.
We gave you the plate first.
We gave you the plate first. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. Give him that, put that pressure on him.
Oh, man.
Give him that plate first.
What happened? Right. You got all the energy.
Hey, you ain't hit him back. Hey, we gave you the plate first. You know.
So he look.
Yeah, no, you gave him a black eye. So. Man, but shoot,
that's real.
Man. Get out of here right quick, but shoot, man.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe.
Yes, sir. Middle child.
And again, this is for the people who don't like where they at, who need a little guidance, who want more. So we just trying to leave game for y'all.
Yeah.
Leave breadcrumbs So we didn't have it.
Right.
We had to find and we had to learn and trial and error, and we just trying to make it easier for you.
Right.
We can't make you do it though.
Real talk.
But if you want to get into the gym, if you want to work yourself out to be who you really are, you know, we just want to give you a few things that'll speed that up. A few realities that you got to learn to live in.
It's real.
To actually get what you want.
Real talk.
All right. Peace, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Peace.
Man, this is being kind of good.
Yeah.